Okay, so how did this all start?
Okay, I'll go back to the start.
Take it slowly this time. I'm nursing a hangover as well as trying to get this piece of crap published.
Okay, so our hero, FBI agent Brian Breadbin.
I've got to stop you there. That name's ridiculous. You've got to change it.
Okay, forget the name for now. It's all about the story.
Carry on.
So Brian is on the hunt for a serial killer, and he continually has nightmares about a man in a silver mask. And at one of the crime scenes, he finds a strange blue syringe that he believes links the man in the silver mask to the murders. Chapter 2 opens like a 1930s comic book, or an old superhero TV show where the silver mask is the hero and he's fighting a character called the Raving Russian. Anyway, there's loads of action, but when Silver Mask defeats the Raving Russian, he removes his mask to reveal the Raving Russian's secret identity is really Brian Breadbin. Brian something.
Yeah, I got all that. It's chapters 3 and 4 I'm struggling with. Chapters 1 and 2 is the easy stuff.
Chapter 3 opens up with Joe and Ninja and his friend Rollo, a sort of robot/cyborg man, landing their strange spaceship on a deserted planet. Well, deserted apart from the giant robots fighting on it, called Guardians. They're there to rescue Brian from a mysterious building called the Forgotten House, because Brian has really been trapped in a trans-dimensional prison. That's where the first chapter really took place. He's just reliving his nightmares over and over and over, and it's driving him insane. Rollo keeps watch while Joe teleports in. Brian mistakes Joe for the man in the silver mask because they kind of look similar, and he shoots him, while Rollo is attacked outside by one of the Guardians, a giant robot. The robot tips over the house, freeing Brian, but also killing Rollo.
Okay, then what?
The silver mask in the TV show starts picking up Brian on his crimotron. Meanwhile, Brian figures out that the syringe is actually a device for traveling between dimensions. He jumps from the deserted planet to the Silver Mask TV show-like world. The Silver Mask then finds Brian and tells him that he used the syringes to jump from his own world to Brian's to commit murder, because, well, deep down he's really evil. So Silver Mask takes a swing at Brian, and with his ultimate weapon, a sword that can kill versions of you in all of the parallel dimensions at once.
Now that's pretty cool. I do like that.
Brian dodges it and jabs the Silver Mask with the syringe, sending the Silver Mask back to the deserted planet. But on the deserted planet, Joe wakes up having survived the gunshot, and he finds Rollo dead. In the other world, Brian finds out using the crimotron that the Raving Russian has escaped, and with the Silver Mask gone, is the only one who can stop him. So Brian grabs the sword and heads off. Meanwhile, on the deserted planet, Joe takes off but finds the Silver Mask has gotten on board his ship, and the Silver Mask forces Joe to take him to Brian in the other dimension.
All that, there's just too much going on. We need a clear villain with a clear motive. From what I can see, there's not a single female character in this story, and it's just all too complex. But anyway, what do you got planned that's going to happen next?
Well, Joe doesn't take the Silver Mask to Brian because he's a good guy. He takes him to another different dimension that's like a poorly drawn and animated cartoon.
You fool! What have you done? I brought you to a place where you can't get your hands on Brian. Big mistake.
Why?
Well, because although his life is at risk, Joe is there to protect Brian's life. He wouldn't take the man who wanted to kill him straight to him. However, with Joe dead, the Silver Mask is in an even worse situation, forced to journey almost randomly between the dimensions because he doesn't know how to properly operate Joe's ship. And Brian begins his fight with the Raving Russian back in the TV show world by taking on the Doom Croc.